Hey guys, what did that was supposed to be a dramatic kind of reveal, but didn't really work. Sorry. Um, so it's Mish. And okay, this is the deal. So I haven't posted my last video, and it's been a while, and I understand that. And I haven't been writing, which for a while, and I've got someone asked me a question about why I haven't been posting real life events recently. There is a very detailed answer and explanation to that, to which I cannot answer publicly. I mean, obviously, blog great, and look, I'm a very open person, and people kind of know me for that. I'm a person who kind of overshares a lot, so it's kind of like an everyday, a blog isn't really a big deal in that sense. I don't mind opening my doors and letting everyone know what's going on in my life. It's not a big deal for me. I don't, I'm pretty transparent that way. But right now there's certain things that are going on in my life that I can't really expose too much. I don't know, I just think it's a better idea for right now and for the future that I keep some things to myself. And yeah, so with people, so that's why I'm kind of oh, and I kind of hate it. I hate kind of keeping things. And the thing is that when I know that there's one thing that I can't say, or there's something that I cannot express, then usually I kind of stop from writing altogether sometimes, because I find it difficult to keep going without writing it down or saying it out loud or anything. So that can be a bit, difficult for me. But I'm still working around it. I will let you guys in on whatever's happening. At some point, I'm sure there'll be a time where I can tell you guys. That being said, there's not many people who will watch this. I mean, to be honest, this isn't like a BuzzFeed video, or this isn't Jack's Films, or I don't know, some other really successful YouTube channel thing. So the super informal whatever. I'm leaning on a scarf right now. This whole setup, it's on an iPhone. It's not even legit. My phone's even broken. I don't even know how it's even still happening. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it's been, well, long story short, life has been hectic, and look, it's coming to the end of uni, and the stresses with uni, and don't even get me started. That's a long conversation that I can have with myself. That's the danger for you, anyone who's actually watching this right now. Yeah, I mean, lots of good things have happened so far. I've started work, which is really good, and for it's a really cool company for ladies, maternity, ladies that are pregnant right now. It's where for I don't want to tell you where I'm working, because that's a bit but yeah, it's really, really good, and I'm enjoying it so far. It's been my fourth day right now, third day. So this day after tomorrow, I'll be having my fourth day of work. So I'm pretty excited to get that done and over with, and that's pretty fun. And what else was there? Yeah, so I mean, right now that's pretty much all I can really reveal. I mean, uni is going well. Everything is kind of just happening. It's plateauing, so it's pretty good. Why I wanted to even start this video to begin with was because of this one person who asked me on my blog, what do I want my legacy to be? I don't know who you are, Anon, I really don't know who you are. I really want to know, because I hate being suspense. This is the worst. Not a tip for everyone else who wants to leave me anonymous messages, by the way. That's just, it's a very sad type of cruelty. I wish I knew who you were, so I could give you a bit more context, and I could possibly tell you more than what I will let on. So you know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, a little bit frustrating, a little bit sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna dodge that, but I'll take it as it comes. That's I guess that's your own right to be anonymous if you want. Yeah. So okay. So back to the question of what my legacy, what I want my legacy to be. And oh, okay, goodness. When I opened my Tumblr messages up and I had a look and I read that question, I just thought immediately whoa. Someone had slapped me in the face, because that's a big question. That's a really, really big question to ask anyone. And I was instantly reminded myself in these social situations where I ask way too deep, really deep personal questions to people way too soon in the friendship, and it's whoa. And so I'm oh, is that how I come across to people? I kind of felt a bit oh. But that being said, it got me thinking, and it was really, really fascinating thinking about it. And this whole week I've been kind of marinating in this whole like, oh, what do I want my legacy to be? And I thought like instantly, like the first thing that came to mind is like I want to be known as someone who is like selfless, in the sense that like is like who put others in front of themselves, and was really relatable and dependable, and was there for the people that was. I mean, I just want to be a person who's there for people in my life. Like, um, I mean, I know how, I don't know, like for me, I feel like that's the best way I can show someone my love, is by being there for them when they need me to be there and when they want me to be there in particular. Yeah, I mean, it's like I obviously there are a lot of things in my life that I want to be known for. Obviously, that's like I'm not gonna lie, but out of all those things, I want to be someone who is remembered for who or isn't forgotten, um, for the amount of love that was shown, like in friendships and like relationships, and yeah, like in any of those things, I want to be someone to be known to have had loved a lot of people, and was able to show that love, and like yeah, like of course I want people to know that my stronghold and my base and the very rock that keeps me hanging on to when things get tough is my religion. And Catholicism, it's something that my Christianity is something that's very, very important to me, and I could not have had gone anywhere in life if I had not discovered my religion. It's not just my mom and my dad, like my parents obviously brought me up, and I was baptized into the faith, and all my rights and those things were given to me. However, and I went through those things, but like it came to a point where I reached young adulthood when I had to figure out, did I want to pursue my faith or did I want to leave it behind? And that was kind of the point, like that was kind of the point in which I had made a choice to pursue it. And yeah, I mean, without that, I could not have come to where I am right now. And even thinking about that now, it feels a bit odd to think that that could have been time, that could be another version of myself somewhere in the universe, not completely um, like disapproving and disbelieving in religion altogether. And I could not have it. I could not even think about that for myself. Really, I just don't know what I would have done. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know, like I really want to be someone to bring like to endorse my values and to endorse the like my values and my qualities that I learned from my faith to the public. And I think the thing is, the thing that we all share in common, no matter what we believe in or not, we want we want everyone to be happy, we want everyone to be loved. um, we all deserve to be loved, we all deserve to be shown I mean, we all we deserve to be treated in a manner that we will be in a good manner, in a very peaceful kind of way. And the thing is, like, it's tricky, like it's not easy, like these things are not easy to like think about, because there's a part of me that knows that when I talk about this sort of thing, it's very controversial. And there's a part of me that also says, like, like you have to bypass that. Like, you shouldn't be afraid of what other people think about you and what other people talk about you and comment and do whatever. Like, you shouldn't be afraid of that. And I've always, like, from about a year, a couple months ago, that was kind of like really like face palmed straight like into me. Like, I feel like I pied myself with just like, okay, like, I shouldn't be afraid about what anyone thinks about me, because as long as I know that as long as I stick really, really strongly to my convictions and I don't lose my footing and I don't lose my ground, then that's pretty much all I can really achieve. And that's all, I mean, the sky's the limit if I can do that, if I can stick by my convictions no matter what. And yeah, I mean, like, to be honest, that's what I really want. Um, I mean, to even to be known, forget about like even being known for something. It's like what I want to achieve in my life. I just want to have really, 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 really strong, steadfast convictions where nothing, no one, nothing or no one or no certain situation will ever draw me away. And some people might watching this might be thinking of that as stubbornness, and then they might be thinking, oh, that's just the same thing as being stubborn. No, that's not the same thing. Being stubborn means like, like holding your ground, like no matter the consequences no matter what, like not really taking into account other people as well. But this is more of a conviction that you it's a belief, it's a thing, that it's a quality that you hold very dear to your heart, and that is correct, is right. And yeah, I mean, I want to be someone like that. And I think if we relate this back to modern day stuff, I'd say, like, characters, things that we get to see every day, like things like superheroes, or movies and stuff, where there's a very clear, like a champion, or a very clear hero. For example, let's like say, what do I say? Like, okay, let's say like Infinity War. It's a pretty new movie. By the time I post this, I don't know if it's gonna be still pretty new, but Infinity War, I'm pretty sure a lot of us have seen it. Like anyone interested remotely interested in like superheroes and Marvel, the whole Marvel universe, everything. Yeah, Infinity War. When what's his face? What is his Vision? When his stone was like the yellow stone was like pretty much like blasted by the chick who I've forgotten her name. I'm sorry, apologize to all the Marvel fans out there. But when his stone was like cracked and he like fell dead, right? Like that resonated with me, like, in a really weird way. Like self-sacrifice for one, just sacrifice in general. See, like, I don't understand, like, this is the thing, like, we're in awe, we get teary, we get emotional, we're like, oh my god, that's so amazing. Like, we feel these feels, and they're mutual. Like, everyone feels these things, unless you have no soul, in which case, there can't be that doesn't apply, because everyone has a soul. Forget I said that. But, pretty much, we all feel these feels, and we're like, oh, but the thing is, we never think about where do they come from. We all feel the same about this certain thing. We all feel somewhat similar at different levels, but similar. So how, like, that must be something that we must all want, ingrained in us. But then where does that come from? Like, where does that come from? How can each one of us sitting in a cinema theater, let's say, come from different backgrounds, different races, different religions, different experiences in life, all these different things that could have like affected us to be who we are today, randomly assorted into one cinema on a random day of the week to then watch Infinity War and then feel the exact same emotion about one scene in the movie. Like, what are is there such thing as a coincidence? Is there such thing as that repetitively like happens? Like, I couldn't wrap my mind around that. Like, I couldn't say, oh yeah, that's a coincidence. What? Like, yeah, we feel the same about stuff. The fact that we feel similar about a situation, and usually people don't disagree, is the fact that there's something deeper, like under the surface, underlying, that connects us all together by emotion and feelings. And where does that resonate? Like, from our minds, from our souls, from our hearts. All these things kind of like connect us at a deeper level. And for me, like, I can't go past religion in that sense, that it's something that is divine, that is something that cannot be named or like understood completely, because it's impossible to go that deep, isn't it? Like, I couldn't tell you what it is, but in the way that I see it, obviously my perspective is the fact that it's the Holy Spirit, it's the Lord. And that's how I see that, like, we all want to aspire to be something great, that we can sacrifice our own, like, ourselves for the greater good, for for the universe, for the Lord, for the world. And we want to be that person. We want to be strong enough to be like, yes, like, I will sacrifice myself for the good of other people. And of course there's fear, there's a lot of things, but then bypassing those things and seeing the amount of dedication people have for each other is just something so beautiful. But yeah, all right, that's all I have time for right now, because I've got to get ready and go to this talk that I'm going for, actually, which is very interesting. I will tell you about it. It's about finding, it's this guy, his name is Jason Irvin. He's in Melbourne tonight. He's in Melbourne right now, and he's giving this talk today at ACU on how to find your soulmate without losing your soul, which I think is amazing, and I'm super down for this. Am I looking for my soulmate? No comment. But I mean, I would love to give guidance to people who are actively searching, or on dating websites, apps, whatever the kids are doing these days. I don't know. And be yes, like I mean, I would love to be able to give someone advice if it all ever it did come to me for advice, which I'm very privileged to have. If I would be so honored if that happened. But yeah, I mean, like, so I pretty much want to know like what to say, like how to think, and how to kind of wrap my mind around these things, because love is such a huge emotion that we have not even begun to understand. I mean, yeah, we watch like chick flicks, like, yeah, sure, like The Notebook, sure, cool. Have I watched it? No. Why? I'm preparing my body. I still can't, because emotionally I'm like not there yet. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I'm crying. It's just too much for me right now. I'm just like, nah, can't. Too much like emotion. Nah, I can't. At some point, maybe like in like a year or like a couple months, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've got a long list of movies to watch by my friends, and like don't even go there. Anyway, but then love is such a huge emotion that we've only just begun to understand as. And now with a world that is just moving so fast, and technology and modernizing everything, and everything's changing, and apps and websites and finding people through like devices, pretty much, it's so different. It's super different to what it was like legitimately 10 years ago. So now it's a whole new concept of like finding love. I mean, it's so hard. And the thing is, I think with apps and websites, like the fact that trust is a huge thing. Like, how do you? I don't know. I feel like maybe next week I'll talk about dating. Maybe after this talk tonight at like 6:30. So I'll probably have more information, more things to talk about, more like stuff to say. So I'll catch you guys later. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the person who asked me about that legacy question. I'm still thinking about it. I will still answer it throughout the course of like maybe like a week, or like maybe a couple of weeks. We'll see what happens. But thank you. Bye guys. Bye.